It's cold outside, guys, but this is future Steve talking here about the Super H. There's a lot of stuff that I did not realize that day, which I realize now. At the time, I knew this was a Series 2 tractor, and I was pretty sure it was 54, because most Series 2s were 54. But I have since found out, I run the serial number, it starts with a 19. I believe it's an 825, or it's something close to that. It's kind of hard to read it. I'll show you guys a picture. But it also has the M&W 9-speed kit in it, which is actually this, can you guys see it? This lever right here in the dash. You pull it in and out for high and low, but you have to stop to shift it. So, that seems right. I think Y is right for 1953 as a casting number there. So, but irregardless, good enough for me. And oh, the other thing that I was going to bring to light, which you're going to see this the whole way out through the video, even monkeying with that Farmall Cub, I never even really thought about it, but what I was told the other night, and take it for that, is that anything that has a generator on it is 6 volt yet. Makes perfect sense to me. I don't know why I didn't think of it myself. But that's 6 volt, and like I said, this has a 12 volt coil on it. I may have, no, I didn't show that in the first part. It's in this part. So I found that out, and so pretty much what I'm going to do, at least at a test here at some point, is I'm going to put a 6 volt battery in it, see if it'll crank and start, and I'm going to put a jump box to the 12 volt coil, because I do not have a 6 volt coil. That's the only thing I don't have. And go from there. So anyhow, enjoy part 2, part 3, part 4 on a Super H for right now. So anyhow, later guys. Barks, what are you doing? Runs damn good. That's fresh gas now. I'm happy. I got carburetor leaking through pretty good. Yeah, it is charging. Nice. That's probably the most this tractor's ever ran. See, it's burning the paint off the muffler. Nice. Alright boys, I don't know how well I have covered this, and I don't think I have covered it well. But when I went to start the Super H at Les's Tractor Shop, a gas was pouring out of the intake. And the float itself was fine. There's no fluid in it. Yeah, they're a little banged up, but seems okay. The needle valve, oh, almost dropped you guys. The needle valve was hanging up and wouldn't slide back and forth freely. So I think I've got that okay. But it did seal if you put it up in, so basically I'm just going to put it back together and see what happens. What else can I do? So it is Wednesday. This needs to be on a trailer Friday afternoon and ready to go. So I have some work to do. I have some more stuff I need to check. Antifreeze is good. Engine oil level is fine. I need to get some kind of choke rod so I can run it from up there. I need to get the lights working, at least to some degree or fashion, even if it's AFRO engineered for the night. I'm going to go around and double check some bolts and some important hardware like the wheel centers and stuff. Just make sure they're all good, air the tires up, so on and so forth. And I've never actually ran this tractor more than the 5 minutes that I have showed on video. So I'm going to do that and just make sure it doesn't overheat or something stupid. It looks like it should be okay. The radiator looks good and everything. So, but yeah. Basically, I just need to get it running, which it is already running, but you guys get what I'm saying. And just make sure everything is going to be okay on it. And then from there, I can work on everything else later, and it really doesn't have to have anything else done to it until I go to work it. The only thing I'm going to do is I am going to get a rain flapper and put on top of that exhaust, just in case it sits outside. Like Friday, it's going to rain. So, but other than that, the tractor appears to be operational right now. And yeah, that's really about all I gotta say. Oh, I have the parking brake on, that's why them are set different. I do see the other wheel is in just a hair more. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide these the whole way in, because it is rather tight coming in my building, and it is very snug on my trailer. So legit, the little bit this tire is flat and bulging out the side, that rubs on the fenders of my trailer. So I'm gonna have to, you know, make her just a little bit narrower. See, this side there's like 3 inches. The other side there's maybe 2, I think. So I don't know that I'm going to work on that per se right now, but that's something for later, make it easier. This is going to be my big show tractor, or tractor I haul around to do stuff. Air quotes, do stuff, you know. Yeah, so like I said, that's pretty much everything for right now. This tractor does have hydraulics on it. I haven't really tested to see if the hydraulics work. It does not have a belt pulley. And yeah, looks like it's going to need rear remotes on it, which I'll set this up with the same remotes that are on the 3910. And then that way, if something ever goes awry with the 3910, I mean, I can even pick the loader up with this tractor. It'd be nice to know if it has the same hydraulic oil in it, which probably. And yeah, but anyhow, that's about it. Battery appeared like it was charging up here. Where does this? Huh, I just seen that. I gotta see where this cable goes. See if it's meant to be the choke. Or if it's set up. I don't even know if a Super H would have louvers. Where does the cable go? Cable goes right here. Oh, the cable is stuck up in here. Okay. So that is meant to be the choke. Awesome. Oh geez. Bad. So, get the choke cable operational. And it'll be good enough, because you definitely want some way to turn the choke on and off from the seat if you want to start it. It's kind of embarrassing when you have to have your buddy come up and to start it. So, all right, let me get this car back together. Excuse me, and go from there. Alright boys, so I cleaned the floats, I cleaned the bowl, put it back together. What it does is, like, if you run it out of fuel or something, the float goes down and it'll have a tendency to hang up. So, I don't know, we'll see what it does here. But I banged on it once, and now it's sealed pretty good. I got a leak. There is a big flat-headed screwdriver slotted screw / bolt on the bottom. That is dripping a little bit, so do that. Turn the ignition on for you guys that are not familiar with farm hauls. And then I just bang this lever down. It is out of gear. She got the gas. So you gotta watch the button sticks on this. This thing runs pretty decent. Let me see if I can tighten this up. I see it quits leaking while it's running. I don't have a big flathead handy. What do I do with that ratchet I had even? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Let me get a big screwdriver and I'll be back. Not bad. It's got a little bit of a stint to it. That is at idle. Blew flame off the stack there. I don't know if you guys caught it. Ah, you sucker. Okay. Clear. Running out of gas? So I don't know, I've never got it up to operating temperature, but he sounds pretty happy here actually. Almost sounds like it's lean, I don't know. So, okay, I gotta open the door, it's getting a little smoky in here. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit here and just see what she does. Still ain't up to temp, but she is burning the paint off the muffler. So I found out the light system does not work unless it blew the fuse. But I think that fuse would do the whole system, right? I don't know, I gotta do some looking here. See what's going on. So, for the moment, I'm content. I'm just going to bump it up a couple notches at a time here and see what happens. Third notch, it was ran there a lot. Fourth notch. Sounds damn good. I can see it pulling the air in there with the smoke. I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, I think you can there. So I probably get my meter out and see if the battery's charging. According to the amp meter appears to work. So it should be. The only thing that concerns me is this cover says 6 volt positive ground, but I wonder if he used the same cover to make everybody think it was 6 volt maybe. I don't know. So we gotta check some stuff because I don't want the battery to go dead in the middle of the parade. That would be embarrassing. So, alright. I think the temp has come up a little bit. I think that needle was the whole way over before. Oops. It ain't perfect, but it ain't bad. What do we got? Oh, black smoke now? Carb must be leaking through. Oh yeah. Put the soot on the ceiling. Boys, very content with it right now. I would like to go out and drive it, but it's dark, so if it breaks down, it's gonna be a pain.